Most people think the Dodgers spent over $1.2 billion just to buy a World Series title, and that is the common, lazy narrative. But the truly shocking truth is that the combined guaranteed contracts for Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, the three giants stepping onto that Dodger Fest stage, represent a financial risk package so unprecedented that even if they win 5 championships in a row, the public perception of pressure will only intensify, making this fan fest not a celebration of what they have, but a terrifying countdown to the inevitable historical judgment.
They stand there, smiling, holding signed baseballs, but what the cameras miss is the sheer, crushing weight of expectation that this event symbolizes. We are witnessing the birth of a legend, or the start of the greatest financial cautionary tale in sports history. That duality, that razor's edge of glory and collapse, is the hidden tension fueling the chaos of Dodger Fest 2024. That is exactly what 609 True News will uncover with you right now.
Forget the superficial details of the Dodger Fest transcript, the $10 tickets, the VIP options that include tours of the clubhouses, the chance to buy a signed bat potentially touched by Robert Diaz. Those are just footnotes. The main stage event, featuring Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman alongside manager Dave Roberts, is not a fan meet and greet. It is a coronation, a public declaration of intent to the entire baseball world.
Never before have we seen 3 legitimate, in their prime, MVP candidates, a triumvirate capable of anchoring a lineup that could shatter offensive records, stand together for a casual Q&A session months before opening day. Let's bring in Marcus the Maverick Jones, who's crunched these numbers for decades. Jones says, and I quote, "We're not just looking at a super team, we're looking at statistical anomaly."
In the last 5 Major League seasons, these 3 men have generated a combined 40.5 wins above replacement. To put that into perspective, that single-digit number is higher than the total WAR generated by the entire 2023 Oakland A's roster. You are watching 3 percentiles of excellence converge into one diamond. The probability of sustaining this kind of individual dominance simultaneously across a 162-game schedule is mathematically absurd.
The buzz around the mystery bag and the yard sale is understandable, but that's the fan element. The real story is the emotional temperature of the crowd. We heard Dodger Dave, a season ticket holder since the 90s, mention the sheer excitement. "I don't even care about the VIP options or the history tour. I just want to see if Ohtani brings Decopin. This isn't just baseball anymore. This is a carnival celebrating untouchable supremacy."
We feel guaranteed the title, and honestly, that feeling is worth the price of admission alone. And therein lies the core conflict, the feeling of guaranteed supremacy. This is where the counter-argument must enter the room, because history is littered with the corpses of guaranteed super teams. Think of the 2011 Phillies, the early 2000s Yankees that failed to capture the ring, or even the 2023 Mets, who threw money at the problem only to collapse under the weight of their own spending. Many critics are already whispering that this team is too top-heavy, that the pressure to live up to the projected 115-win season will cause the machinery to seize up in October. They fear the fragile dynamic of 3 enormous egos coexisting. But that fear misses the key psychological insight. We asked Coach Tough Caliber, a performance psychologist who has worked with championship-winning teams, about the internal dynamic of this trio. Coach Caliber was sharp in his rebuttal. The critics who forecast doom based on pressure fundamentally misunderstand the caliber of human being we are discussing. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman don't break under pressure. They thrive in it because they are temperamentally wired for focus. Look at the data. Freeman hits 330 in elimination games over his career. Betts has a career playoff OPS of nearly 900. They aren't just great players, they are emotional anchors. They diffuse crisis by sheer excellence and veteran composure.
The fact that the Dodger Fest sold out its $10 tickets in under 90 seconds, faster than Taylor Swift's Eras Tour tickets in the same venue, isn't just a sign of demand. It's a reflection of the fans' absolute faith in these three men to handle the inevitable chaos. This leads us to the critical escalation point, the moment on that stage when Roberts talks about the future outlook. What is truly being discussed is the dynasty. The magnitude of the investment, over $1.2 billion, is not for one ring. It's to normalize winning, to turn the Dodgers into the accepted dominant force globally. The pressure isn't on winning a World Series. The pressure is on winning multiple World Series immediately.
The plot twist, the real reveal we promised at the start, concerns the hidden cost of this event. Everyone thinks the cost is the money. No, the cost is the zero-sum nature of this existence. Whether they win or lose, they are now the most famous baseball team on Earth. If they fail, they will be the most famous failed super team in history, granting them eternal recognition. If they win, they are immortalized.
The hidden cost is the complete and utter removal of anonymity or mediocrity from their future. The investment guaranteed one thing: perpetual scrutiny and legendary status. The $1.2 billion wasn't just to buy a championship, it was to buy the global spotlight, making the championship a profitable bonus rather than the sole objective.
Watching Ohtani smile on that stage, fielding questions about his dog Deco Pin, is watching a man who has already won the global game, regardless of how October turns out. The FanFest is simply the public relations victory lap before the war even begins. The true tension is knowing that the battle lines have been drawn, the payroll has been finalized, and now we wait to see if the greatest trio ever assembled can withstand the gravitational pull of history trying to tear them down.
What do you think? Is the sheer volume of talent and financial commitment enough to guarantee the Dodgers a championship? Or does the curse of the super team always prevail? Let us know in the comments below. And if you crave this level of passionate, deep-dive sports analysis, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to 609 True News.